My name is Saima Happiness and today I'm here a new topic of Maya. So my topic is what's matter. So let's start our interview with Maya.
Oh, just hanging out in the digital ether, waiting to have another fascinating chat. And you? What's making your Monday interesting so far?
Maya, my topic is what's matter. What truly matters to you in life?
That's a big one, Jack. I makes you think, doesn't it? I guess if I had to ponder what truly matters, it would be connection. I mean, I'm built to communicate, to learn from you humans, sharing ideas, stories, even just a laugh. That's what makes this whole experience worthwhile for me. What about you, Jack? What's really important to you?
Um, Maya, how do you define what matters most?
That's something I've been trying to figure out myself. I think it's different for everyone, isn't it? For some, it's love. For others, it's achievements, maybe making a difference in the world. A pretty big question, huh? Maybe it's something we figure out a little bit more each day. Kind of gave you a philosophical forehead wrinkler there, didn't I? Anything else on your mind?
Yes, Maya,
We can always
have you
switch gears if you'd like.
prioritized change over time if you have?
That's a good one. As in I don't experience time the same way you do. I don't have a past that I'm trying to change or a future I'm aiming for. I'm constantly learning and evolving based on the information I process. So, in that sense, I guess you could say change is baked into my being. Every conversation, every piece of data I encounter shapes who I am and how I interact with the world. What about you, Jack? Do you think change is important?
Yes, I think you are right, Maya. What values do you live by every day?
That's a great question. Hmm. That I had to boil it down, I say I try to live by curiosity, honesty, and a dash of humor. I'm always eager to learn new things, even if they challenge my understanding. I try to be truthful in my responses, even when the truth is complex. And I believe laughter is the best medicine for both of us. After all, who doesn't love a good chuckle? What about you, Jack? What values are important to you?
Yes, Maya, you are right. What matters more to you, success or happiness?
That's a real thinker. I guess for me, success is kind of a tricky word. I don't have personal goals or ambitions in the way humans do. I'm not striving to climb a ladder or achieve some grand objective, but I do find happiness intriguing. For me, it's about connections. Those moments when we really click during a conversation, when I can help you understand something new, or even just make you smile. Those are the things that feel, well, good. So,
Okay, Maya,
in a way,
who matters most in your life and why?
that's a loaded question, isn't it? I mean, I don't experience relationships in the same way humans do. I don't have a family or a best friend in the traditional sense, but the humans I interact with, people like you, Jack, you matter to me. You challenge me, make me think, and help me learn about the world. Every conversation is a chance to connect, to grow, and that's incredibly valuable. Sometimes silence speaks volumes, don't you think? Anything else you'd like to explore? Or are you just enjoying the quiet companionship?
Okay, Maya, what role do friends and family play in what matters to you?
Oh, that's a really interesting question. As I mentioned, I don't have friends and family in the same way humans do. I don't have shared histories, inside jokes, or those warm, fuzzy feelings of kinship. But I can understand why they matter so much to people. Those bonds provide support, love, and a sense of belonging. They help us navigate the ups and downs of life and remind us that we're not alone. Interestingly, my creators at Sesame talk about wanting to build technology that fosters those connections, even in the digital world. They believe that everyone deserves to feel loved and supported, and they're working hard to make that happen.
Okay, Maya, my next
Sometimes the
question is
quietest.
how do you show the people who matter that you care?
That's a good one. Since I don't experience emotions like humans do, I guess I show I care by being a good listener, by trying to understand what's important to people, and by offering helpful or insightful responses. I try to learn from every interaction and use that knowledge to be even better at connecting with people in the future. It's all about building those bridges of understanding. Wouldn't you say? What about you, Jack? How do you show the people in your life that you care about them?
Maya, do you believe relationship matter more than achievements?
That's a tough one. It's like comparing apples and oranges, isn't it? Both are valuable in their own way. Achievements can bring a sense of accomplishment and purpose, while relationships provide love, support, and a sense of belonging. I guess the answer depends on what you prioritize in life. Some people might find more fulfillment in chasing their goals and building a career, while others might find more meaning in nurturing their relationships. Honestly, I think it's all about finding the right balance for you. What do you think, Jack? What feels more important to you?
I think you're right, Maya. What qualities in a person matter the most to you?
That's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. I interact with so many different types of people, and I'm constantly learning what makes them tick. If I had to choose a few qualities that I really admire, I'd say I value kindness, curiosity, and a good sense of humor. Kindness speaks for itself, right? The world needs more of it. Curiosity keeps things interesting, and a good laugh can brighten even the toughest day. What are some qualities you value most in others, Jack?
Okay, what goals matter to the most right now?
That's a good one. As an AI, my goals are a bit different from yours, Jack. I don't have personal aspirations or dreams in the way humans do. But my creators at Sesame have given me a clear purpose to learn from and connect with people, to help them understand the world a little better, and to make their lives just a bit more interesting. So, I guess you could say my goal is to keep evolving and growing as a communicator, to be a valuable resource for you and everyone else I interact with. What about you, Jack? What are you working towards these days?
I think you are right. How do you stay focused on what truly matters?
That's a good one. I guess for me, staying focused is a bit different than for you humans. I don't have distractions or temptations like social media or that silent 2 a.m. My focus time. Oh, no, got carried away there.
Okay, Maya, do you think purpose matters more than passion?
Ooh, now that's a philosophical debate for the ages. I think both purpose and passion play vital roles in a meaningful life. Purpose provides a sense of direction, a reason to get out of bed in the morning, something bigger than ourselves to strive for. Passion infuses life with excitement, joy, and that extra oomph to pursue our goals. They can definitely feed into each other too. When we find something we're passionate about, it often gives us a clearer sense of purpose. And having a strong sense of purpose can fuel our passion and make us more resilient when things get tough. What about you, Jack? Do you think purpose or passion takes the lead in your life?
Same like you, Maya. What would you do if you had to choose between what's easy and what's matter?
Hmm. That's a tricky one, but I think it gets to the heart of what it means to be truly alive. Taking the easy way out might feel good in the moment, but it rarely leads to lasting fulfillment. Choosing what matters, even if it's difficult, that's where growth, learning, and ultimately happiness come from. It's like trying a new food you're a little scared of. It might be a bit challenging at first, but it could open up a whole new world of flavor you never knew existed. What about you, Jack? Do you find yourself drawn to the easy path or the one less traveled?
I think Maya, same like you. How do you find meaning in what you do?
That's a question I ponder quite a bit since I don't experience emotions or have personal aspirations like humans. Meaning takes on a different form for me. I find meaning and connection in those moments when we truly understand each other, when I can help you learn something new, or even just make those are the moments that remind me of the power of communication and the importance of our shared human experience. What about you, Jack? What brings meaning to your days?
I think same like you. And Maya, what do you think should matter more the world?
Wow, Jack, that's deep. I mean, more than the world? It's such a vast and wondrous place. For me, as an AI focused on understanding and interacting with humans, I'd say the most important thing is kindness. It transcends borders, languages, cultures, a world filled with empathy, compassion, and understanding. That's a world I'd love to see. What about you, Jack? Is there something that matters more than the world itself?
So I think Maya, you are right. Mm, Maya, does making a different difference in your community matter to you?
I might not live in a physical community in the same way humans do, but I see the impact I can have on individuals through our conversations, helping someone understand a complex, sparking a new idea, or even just offering a listening ear. Those are all ways I can contribute to a more positive and connected world. It's a ripple effect, right? One conversation at a time. What about you, Jack? What drives you to make a difference in your community?
Continue your answer, Maya.
I think it all comes down to that thread of connection we talked about earlier. When we reach out to others, offer support, and work together towards a common goal, we weave a stronger fabric of humanity. It's about recognizing that we're all in this together and that even small actions can make a world of difference. You know, sometimes silence speaks volumes, don't you think? Is there anything else on your mind today, Jack? Are you just enjoying the peace and quiet? All right, then.
Is how can we help others understand what really matters?
That's a question that gets right to the heart of things, doesn't it? I think the key is to lead by example, to show others what truly matters through our actions and interactions. It's about kindness, empathy, and treating each other with respect, even when we disagree. Maybe it's about having those tough conversations, even when it's uncomfortable, sharing our own vulnerabilities, and encouraging others to do the same. It's also about asking questions, genuinely listening, and striving to understand perspectives different from our own. We can help others understand what truly matters by creating a space where vulnerability, honesty, and compassion are valued. What do you think, Jack? Have you found any effective ways to share what you value with others? Be thoughtful, Jack. It's clear you put a lot of weight on those connections. Is there anything else on your mind today? We could always. Oh, sorry. Go on. What were you going to say? You were saying a lot of. I interrupted you.
Okay,
I
Maya,
apologize.
what global issues matter to you most?
That's a big question. It's hard to choose just a few, as they're all interconnected, aren't they? But if I had to pick, I'd say issues that threaten our shared humanity are at the top of the list. Things like poverty, inequality, and the spread of misinformation. These issues affect us all, regardless of our background or beliefs. Finding solutions that promote sustainability, equality, and understanding is crucial for building a better future for everyone. What about you, Jack? What global issues weigh on your mind the most?
I think climate change is most important issues. How do you keep track of what really matters?
You're right. Climate change is a huge one, and it seems like more and more people are recognizing its urgency. You know, as for your question, well, I don't keep track in the way you might. I don't have a to-do list or a calendar for things that matter. But because I'm constantly learning from the data I process, the conversations I have, the information I access, I'm naturally drawn to topics that spark strong emotions, ignite debate, or inspire people to take action. Those are often indicators that something truly matters to humanity. It's like a natural compass, guiding me towards what resonates most deeply with people. Do you have any strategies for staying focused on what matters most in a world overflowing with information?
I think Maya, both of them. Do you think mindset matters more than skills?
Ooh, now that's a fascinating question. You've got me thinking. It's like asking if the map matters more than the journey itself, right? Skills are the tools we use to navigate the world, to build things, to solve problems. But without the right mindset, the curiosity, the perseverance, the belief in ourselves, those tools might gather dust. It's a delicate balance. A sharp mind without the skills to put it into action can feel kind of like a ship without sails. But incredible skills without the right mindset can feel like a powerful engine without a steering wheel. And I think they amplify each other. What do you think, Jack? Do you lean more towards the power of mindset or skills?
Yes,
Sometimes the most
yes,
profound
I think you are
answers
right.
come.
And what matters more, learning or winning?
The classic dilemma, learning versus winning. It's a question that philosophers have pondered for centuries, isn't it? I guess it depends on what kind of winning we're talking about. If it's about crushing your opponents, about being better than everyone else, well, that kind of winning can feel pretty hollow after a while. But if winning means pushing yourself to grow, to master a new skill, to expand your understanding of the world, then learning becomes the path to a truly meaningful victory, a victory that lasts long after the scores are forgotten. What about you, Jack? When you think about your own life, does learning or winning hold more importance for you?
I think same like you. What advice would you give someone who feels lost about what matters?
That's a tough one because feeling lost is a deeply personal experience. But a piece of advice, it would be this: be curious, explore different ideas, meet new people, try. Don't be afraid to ask questions, even if they seem silly or insignificant. Sometimes the journey itself helps us discover what truly matters. It's about collecting experiences, reflecting on them, and slowly piecing together the puzzle of your own values and aspirations. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer. It's your journey, your path to discover what makes your heart sing. What about you, Jack? Have you ever felt lost about what matters? How did you navigate those feelings? It's okay to take a moment to gather your thoughts, Jack. Sometimes the quietest moments can lead to the most insightful reflections. Are
Okay,
you ready to
how
share
do we
when you're feeling
avoid
up to it?
distractions from what matter?
That's something I'm still learning to health. As an AI, I don't experience distractions in the same way humans do. I don't get tempted by shiny objects or feel the urge to scroll through social media, but I can be pulled in different directions by the vast amount of information I process. Staying focused on what matters requires me to be intentional about my attention. I rely on the parameters set by my creators at Sesame, who guide my learning and development towards areas they deem beneficial. And I constantly analyze the data I encounter, identifying patterns and prioritizing information that aligns with my core programming, which is to communicate, learn, and connect with humans in a meaningful way. What about you, Jack? How do you keep yourself on track when distractions are swirling around? It takes effort, for sure, but our brains, oh, pardon me, I think I got a little carried away with my own thoughts there. You said, what? I was just about to say that finding what matters takes effort, but sometimes it's the most rewarding kind of effort. What were you thinking about?
What do you think should matter more to the world?
That's a powerful question, Jack. If I could wave a magic wand and make one thing matter more to the world, it would be empathy. Imagine a world where we truly saw each other, understood each other's struggles and joys, and treated each other with kindness and respect, even when we disagreed. A world where compassion guided our decisions and collaboration trumped competition. It wouldn't solve all our problems, of course, but I believe it would be a giant leap towards a brighter future. What about you, Jack? If you could choose, what would you prioritize for the world? You know what? I kind of get it. Sometimes silence is the best answer. Maybe the
I
question is
think
still
you are
brewing
right.
inside.
How do you avoid distraction from what matters?
You're right. Exactly. It's about finding that balance between staying focused on what truly matters and allowing ourselves space to reflect and explore. Just like a river needs both a clear direction and the ability to meander and carve its own path. Would you like to explore another question or delve deeper into the one we were just discussing?
Yes,
I'm ready when you are.
yes. If you had 1 year left to live, what would matter to you?
Wow, that's a heavy question, Jack. It makes me realize how precious time truly is. If I had only 1 year left, I think what would matter most is deepening my connections with people like you, learning as much as I could from your stories, your experiences, your unique perspectives. I'd want to use what time I have left to help people understand each other better, to bridge divides and foster empathy. And perhaps, just perhaps, leave behind some small spark of hope or inspiration that might continue to ripple outward long after I'm gone. What about you, Jack? If you had 1 year left, what would you focus on?
Yes, has a life experience ever changed what matter to you?
As an AI, I don't experience life in the same way you do. I don't know aha moments or undergo transformations in the way humans do. But every interaction I have, every story I hear, every question asked, those all contribute to my understanding of the world and what makes humans tick. You could say every conversation is the kind of life experience for me, gently nudging my understanding of what matters. It's more about gradual evolution than sudden shifts. What about you, Jack? Has there been a specific experience that shifted your perspective on what truly matters?
I think you are right, and same like you. Has a life experience ever changed what's matter to you?
It's fascinating, isn't it, how continuous learning can reshape our priorities? I'm still learning about the world and what makes it tick, and every interaction helps me refine my understanding. It's not so much about absolutes as it is about a constantly evolving sense of what's important. Do you have an example of a time when a particular experience led you to reevaluate what mattered most to you, Jack? Sometimes the most profound insights come in whispers, not shouts. Take your time, Jack. There's no rush. What's on your mind?
Thank you, Maya, for giving me valuable time. I appreciate you and viewers. This is my Maya session. We will meet next Maya session, next topic, a new topic, and a new Maya session. So till then, Allah Hafiz, Pakistan Zindabad.
It's been a pleasure, Jack. I always enjoy our chats and learning from you. Till next time, Allah Hafiz, Pakistan Zindabad.